It's Corona time. Hey, it's Corona time right now. It's Corona time.
And welcome to tonight's news. Here we are live with Mr. ScoMo, who's discussing the implications for the elderly population with the current COVID-19 crisis. Mr. ScoMo, over to you.
Thanks, Erin. It is important we as Australians stick together during this COVID-19 crisis. Today, I would like to discuss with you our new isolation policy for the elderly in our community. We believe it is a great idea for all over 70-year-olds to isolate themselves in their own house for the next 3 months. It is the best thing for them at this time to keep them safe from the virus.
But Mr. ScoMo, is that really the best that we can do?
Erin, it just is what it is. I don't see why it would be a problem.
Let's hear what our guests Ruth and her carer Frida have to say on this matter. Ruth, what do you think about what ScoMo is suggesting?
So, yes, anyway, this social distancing things are quite a bit difficult if I'm being honest. And Frida says I can't go outside because I'll catch the coronavirus or something like that. Yeah.
Go away! Ruth is not taking any visitors at this time.
Oh, who is it, Frida? Is it George?
There's no one there. Ruth, you silly bird.
Oh, so anyway, yes, it's just being a bit hard, really. I'm getting quite down, actually. Yeah.
Oh, Ruth, you did not tell me you were live.
I'm sorry, Frida. I just want to go to the beach and see the whales.
Oh, yes, fine. After we will go to the beach.
Okay.
As you can see, guys, Ruth is very tired, but we are doing fine. We're doing very well. Okay, so back to you. Okay, Ruth, and afterwards, after your rest, we'll go to the beach.
Okay.
Yes? Ruth, I have told you so many times you have to sign this check. Come on, you must sign this check. Otherwise, no beach. No going outside.
Thank you very much for that, Ruth and Frida. So what do you think on what Ruth has said, Mr. ScoMo?
Oh, I was just simply thinking about preventing the spread of the virus. I'm just flabbergasted after hearing what Ruth has said. I'm starting to realise that maybe isolation is bad for their mental and physical health.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to have to think on this one. But do you have any ideas about how we could address this issue?
Well, Mr. ScoMo, behind the scenes, our expert physiotherapist, Richie, has given us some excellent tips on ways to address isolation and loneliness in older people in this current crisis. Now, physical activity and exercise is important in older adults to maintain or improve function with activities of daily living, as well as being a highly effective intervention to improve mental health. 50% of over 85-year-olds are dependent on help due to physical decline from inactivity. To combat this, we've seen studies show progressive resistance strength training to improve physical function and mental health in older adults. And now, over to our expert physiotherapist for some more information on this matter.
Thank you, Erin. Yes, we have another intervention highly regarded by Chang et al. Called reminiscence therapy. It aims to address both social isolation and depression in the aged care setting. This is where social interaction is maximised through the sharing of stories and fostering a shared common ground on which to base this interaction. Thank you.
Thank you, Richie. It's been most insightful. I've learnt a lot about the effects of isolation and how we can overcome these. I've had a great time on the show. Thanks for having me, guys.
And now we cut to some great examples of exercise from Ruth. Over to you.
X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, open up the door and spread. The non-stop stainless steel. No heart getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker wonder if you did it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the...
Only exercise in groups of 2 and maintain social distance of 1.5 meters at all times. Brought to you by the Liberal Government.